Hello everyone, welcome back to week 4 of the NHL, and happy Halloween. I can't wait to go over this script with you guys this week. I think it's some of my better work, so I can't wait to show you guys it. Okay, we'd like to know how we do scriptwriter. Oh, Seattle, nice to see you again. You seem to be one of the only teams who never complains about any of my scripting, so it's nice to see a pleasant face. However, you are losing both your games this week. Really? Not even a win? Do we at least get a point? Actually, you guys are gonna get 2 points. You're going to storm back from a 3-goal deficit and force overtime, even though you do lose in overtime. Then you're also going to lose in overtime to New York Rangers. And Brandon Montour had 3 goals in the 2 games you guys played this week. How's that sound? Okay, we're all right with that. I mean, we've had a point in 9 of our first 11 games, although I would have liked to win a game this week. Okay, scriptwriter, we gave you another week. Do you have an outlook on the Atlantic Division yet? No, not yet. How can you not have an outlook? We gave you a week. You want an outlook? Fine. All Atlantic teams have a 500 or better record by the end of this week. And although I'm going to give you a 1-0-1 record, and you'll get 3 out of 4 points this week, you're going to be tied for dead last in the Eastern Conference. Better? Nope. I should have kept my big mouth shut. Here's scriptwriter. Hey Tampa, what's this? One of my Halloween candies, you know, the hard candies with the jelly filling in the middle. Hey thanks, these are one of my favorites. You know what? Just for that, you're gonna win all 3 of your games this week. You're on a 5-game winning streak and you're back above 500. And on top of that, Hagel and Cirelli both have 2 goals this week. Yes! We're back above 500. We're on a 5-game heater. We're coming for that top spot in the Atlantic. Maybe, only time will tell. But also, when you see Boston and Buffalo, let both of them know that they also have above 500 records too. Sure, we'll do that. Hey scriptwriter, here. Let me guess, this is your Halloween candy? Yep, it's my last one. It's a lollipop. Yuck, I hate the grape lollipops. You know what, you are losing all 3 of your games this week. Thomas and Neighbors are out with injuries, including Neighbors out for the next month. And you're only ahead of Calgary in the standings because you've played 2 less games than them, because you're tied in points for dead last in the entire NHL. I wonder if we'll be able to come back from this year's terrible start. You call us? Oh, hey Calgary. No, I didn't. But since you're here, you're losing 3 of your 4 games you played this week. You only beat the Philadelphia Flyers. And you're dead last in the entire NHL, although Huberdeau does wind up having 5 points in the 4 games you do play this week. Well, I would like to lose all 4 games, but I guess losing 3 out of 4 isn't half bad. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to Huberdeau and figure out what the heck this production was a few years ago when we acquired him. Really? They play Nashville and Toronto, but you have to make them win against Philadelphia. Yeah, I do have them coming back against Nashville, but they still lose. I mean, Dustin Wolf has to get at least 1 win at this point. Okay, how are we doing this week? You get 2 wins, you get 5 points, and Malkin and Crosby combined for 9 points in the 4 games you play this week. Yes, the old men are turning back the clock. And how do we do against Philadelphia? You lose to them in the shootout. Crap, I wish they would just fall out of the race already. Okay, Columbus. Yeah, scriptwriter? Oh, good, you're here. I haven't seen you in a few weeks. Yeah, we were taking a bit of a vacation just to clear our minds, but we really wanted to see how we were doing so far this year. Well, you seem like a team who hasn't had much success in their previous scriptwriters. I mean, over the past couple of years, you've been like a dead last team. So you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a 3-1 record. You're gonna go up to 7-5-0 in the season. You're tied for 3rd in the Metro Division, and Sillinger and Coyle both have great chemistry, combining for 9 points this week. How's that sound? I think I actually have some hope. I haven't had much of that in a while. And who knew picking up Coyle was such a smart addition? Schaefer. I'm sorry, what? How does Schaefer do this week? Don't you want to know the score of your games? No, the most important thing for the New York Islanders this week is the development and becoming the best defenseman in the NHL of Matthew Schaefer. Winning games is just a bonus at this point. Okay, well Schaefer has 3 goals in the 4 games he plays this week. He had 13 shots, which is tied for 2nd on the team in shots. He has a time on ice game average of about 19 minutes and 25 seconds for the 4 games you guys play this week, which is 3rd on the team in time on ice. And you guys start out with back-to-back losses to begin the week, but you end the week with back-to-back wins, including scoring 2 goals in 29 seconds in the last 75 seconds of the 3rd period against the Columbus Blue Jackets to go from down 2-1 to up 3-2, and you're going to end the week with a victory. Ah, good. It won't be long before Schaefer's considered one of the best defensemen in the entire NHL. Okay. Bishop to E4. Dang, that's a pretty good move. What are you guys doing? Last week you told us not to argue, so we're not. We're playing a game of chess. Now how do we do this week? Well, thanks for not arguing. That was pretty annoying last week. Winnipeg, you are going 3-0-0 this week. Your top line is going to combine for 20 points in a mere 3 games of NHL action, and Mark Scheifele is now the league league leader in points with 20. Well, for Colorado, Olofsson has a 5-point night against the New Jersey Devils. McKinnon is the first player all season this year to 10 goals. And on top of that, you go 2-0-1. Ha! We got more points than you did. Shush! And what about Utah? Yeah, what about us? Does the Teskey magic continue? No, this week you only got 2 games, and I can't have you winning all of your games when you are the newest team here. So you'll lose both games this week and fall to 3rd in the Central Division. Once again, I'm not sure if I made up my mind about how you're doing this year, but you are losing both your games this week. I told you it won't work. You can at least score against Edmonton. That's like a bad gaff from Skinner. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Okay, some other things to note here. Toronto will have a winning record this week, but Chris Tanev goes down with some awful injury, and hopefully he's alright. New York Rangers are a great road team apparently, so they're going to go 3-0-0 this week. On top of that, Anaheim wins all their games this week, and they now lead the Pacific Division. On top of that, New Jersey and Carolina, they fall a little bit. They're both going to only win 1 game this week. They fall a little bit in the Metro Division. And Bedard plays out of his mind, putting up 7 points in 3 games, but the Hawks do lose 2 of the games they play this week. Howdy, partner. How are things going this week in oil country? Oh, Edmonton, I wasn't expecting you here. From the sound of things, you usually don't show up until later in the year. Yeah, but we thought maybe showing up at these meetings a little bit earlier than the last few years will lead to a different result in the Stanley Cup Final. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I was already planning on giving you guys a good week. You're going to go 2-0-1 and end Utah's win streak and jump to 2nd in the Pacific Division. Thanks for the great record this week, scriptwriter, but if you're a fan of the Knights and the Kraken, why are you giving us a really good record? Where the other scriptwriter gave you slow starts, and that made you go to the Cup Final, so I'm thinking maybe if we give you better starts, we go a worse finish this year. Well, darn, I never thought of that. Something to ponder on at least. Now, San Jose. Yes, and we just want to once again thank you for last week's win. It meant so much to us. And no problem, but that is nothing compared to what you guys are going to do this week. I'm giving you guys wins over New Jersey and Colorado, getting 5 out of a possible 8 points. And on top of that, Philip Kurashev, their off-season acquisition, looks fantastic, putting up 4 goals and 6 points in 4 games this week. What? They are the team we're losing to this week? Finally, we're growing, getting better, we're showing progress, but I was not expecting this from Phil Kurashev. And finally, Montreal. We win again. Well, like I said earlier, you guys are going to beat the Seattle Kraken. And later in the week against Ottawa, you wait. Now that's a Halloween-style entrance, but who are you? The Senators. And we want to beat the Habs. You're just angry that we have a better rebuild than you. Ah, but we will have the better season. You know what? I want to try something different. You two script the game yourselves. Really? Yep. Well, in that case, since he's inevitable, Cole Caulfield opens the scoring and we follow that up with a power play goal from Yuri Slavkovsky. We figured that. Is it all you got? Bolduc sent Sanderson into the benches. You should be scared. We have a Clevin, and he not only flattens Alex Carrier, but then fights and takes down Joe Maleno. Oh, so you want to play that game, do you? We do, and we also do our damage in the 2nd period. Drake Batherson scores to bring us within 1, and then Michael Amadio in the dying seconds of the 2nd period will make it a 2-all game. Off the phone with the refs, they say goalie interference. Toronto reviews it, says good goal. This game's tied at 2, and early in the 3rd period, Tim Stützle puts one past Sam Montembeau. We lead for the first time this game. Sends up 3-2. Okay. But as the resilient team we are, the rookie Russian will tie the things up, and Demidov makes the 3-3 game. Let's go to overtime. We will gladly take the point, but we are playing for 2. In overtime, Drake Batherson has the puck, and he passes it to Newhook, who gets a breakaway, puts it home, the Bell Century erupts, and the Montreal Canadiens win 4-3 in overtime. Habs win. Good game. We will destroy you the next time we play. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go check with Drake Batherson which team he thinks he plays for. But he had 8 points for you guys this. Don't care. Sail first in the Atlantic and beat the Petty Sens. Not a bad week for the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, that was entertaining. Can't wait to see you guys all next week. Hey everyone, we're here. Oh, it doesn't look like anyone else is here. I sure hope this doesn't mess up with our record this week.